Carry on.
Inquisitor.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Ooh, a scene. I haven't had a scene with him for a while. No, don't move. Just trying to grab my headphones. Isn't this destroyed? We must be in a dream or something.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Creeper.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? Mortals sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although
That makes
I wished to help,
sense.
I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
But you stayed.
I did. I told myself, one more attempt to
Yeah,
seal
this
the
must be in a
weapons.
dream or something.
I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then...
You grabbed my hand
It
without
seemed
even
you were the
asking.
key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
For all our sakes, I'm pleased that you stuck around.
As am I. You have fractured rules of man and nature, and you will shatter more before you are done. Visiting me here, even as a mage, it should not have been so easy for you.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
Kind of guessed that one.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Too bad he's not more handsome, because being able to walk into my dreams is kind of sexy. And romantic. Isn't that right, Nami? Ooh. We actually almost have everybody's tarot cards to have changed except for Sarah, who we haven't talked to at all, so whatever. I'm gonna go talk to Liliana, see if she has more about the
Sleep well.
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable, but I am reasonably certain we are away from it. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it.
I think I've already talked to him
Tell me
about
the
these.
spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village
Oh.
girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them
Oh,
all
I
to the
love
village boys with
these.
gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness.
Aw,
The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
that's adorable.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, lost to vintage.
Wow, okay, he's easy to please. You just ask him about his stories.
Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered. They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall the lost.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang a soldier's hymn to keep formation. Primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered, though their cause was all but hopeless. They sang songs that made the spirits weep.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
That was fun. Let's see.
Questions.
I should go.
Naturally.
Nothing from you. That goes outside, I think. Oh,
Here is the request Harriet made. Are there any special instructions? I'll be quick.
Inquisitor. I'll leave you to your work.
why does it always do that? Like, it takes like a second and then it does it. All right. One thing we should... Oh, no, we don't have enough... I bet we don't have enough elf fruit, do we? What are you doing, you little booger? What you doing? Eating my headphones? Oh, 2 done quests. Zivrin!
Let's see what we have.
I was hoping that that would lead to that.
Inquisitor.
I don't think we have any friend quests except for that one that's being worked on.
With an illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
The lunatic.
We don't have to worry about this Illuvian if Corypheus isn't alive to use it.
Stopping him thusly would be ideal, if you could manage it.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvian before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus's army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence. But the Arbor Wilds are not so kind to visitors. Old elven magic lingers in those woods.
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morrigan. Please, lend us your expertise.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see its value recognized.
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvian.
I feel like I might actually want to bring Solus. I know it's weird because I haven't at all, but we're going into an elven forest. He would probably be like, oh my god. I don't like Vivian, I'm sorry. We won't have a rogue if we do it this way. But I feel like if we did that, then I think we should do this. I feel like having Solus in the Elven Forest is good story-wise. Although I realize his equipment is shite. Stab that map. That's a good look. See, Liliana and Morgana, I don't know why I call her Morgana. Morgan look awesome. They look like they're originals, but Alistair looks so freaking different. Why? Why were they able to get Morgan and Liliana to look pretty damn good?
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
We will not fail you, my lady, no matter what comes. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
Another way to let people down if I falter. Thank you for the reminder.
'Twas not I who raised an army of faithful to storm this land, Inquisitor. But I digress. If your scouts report accurately, I believe these ruins to be the Temple of Mythal.
Which is?
A place of worship out of Elven legend.
How would she not know that?
If he seeks it, then the Illuvian he covets lies within.
How would she not know that? That's what makes me mad. She's an elf. How would she not know about these things?
Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Okay, we gotta update you, like, a lot. Right. Right. I did this, I think, last time. It's weird. Alright, I gotta remember it. So he has Firestorm. Cole doesn't have it. Oh, actually. Cole has Everybody Goes to Stealth. I wish I could put these on my bar somehow.
Your faith in your... Inquisitor? I hear this Eluvian lies in a temple nearby. That's where the fighting will be worst. Andraste, keep you safe.
Move everyone immediately if the fighting comes closer.
You may count. Good luck.
Sabine, what are you doing here?
We are gladdened to see you, Herald. This day will be recalled for ages. We are privileged to witness the fulfillment of the Inquisition's...
You're in a forest, in a dress.
The sight of our Orlesian allies risking their lives here humbles me.
Your worthy cause would have friends, even if we did not win it. Men and women of faith serve you. Their favor is no less than our own. Their service no less dear. With Orlais at your side, we will see you victorious against Corypheus. May you walk in the light.
Wait, where am I going? I'm thinking that's wrong. Can somebody please tell me where I'm supposed to go? What are those guys fighting? You know, don't mind me while I just pick up this storm heart. Maybe follow that light? We're following the light.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
Do you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
Must the sun renews itself. So Andraste help me.
Is this the right way? Okay, you know what? I'm following the arrow.
Down the hill, Inquisitor.
Oh. I actually adore the fact that this game could be played entirely with mages. Look at how pretty that bird is. As long as you have one that's arcane, and if everybody has a barrier of some sort, you can literally just, like... Perfect. He went flying. Where'd he go so far? I love that guy's battle cry. Groli, trolle. Who's that? Is that attacking that? Wait, what? God, those fucking archers hurt like a bitch. Fine. Warden? What's a warden doing here?
Those were Grey Wardens. They must be the last of those enslaved at Aberystwyth.
Poor bastards. Corypheus has them dying by the dozen.
I don't know if it's worth it for one guy. Did you literally just knock that guy off of that? Why does he sometimes not attack?
For Haven and the Divine.
What's this? I feel somewhat cleansed.
The monsters are running, your worship.
I really hate your worship. Can't you call me a prettier name?
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templar.
Look sharp. They've got archers on the wall.
Yeah, I see that. Alright, you. Alright, hold on. Not yet, not yet. Alright, now you. Get me out, get me out, get me out. Okay, one of them's a Morrigan. Okay, alright. Cool.
Who were those elves? They didn't look Dalish.
It seems this temple of Mythal is not deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
Yeah, cool. So. Master Dragon Slaying Rune, that could be useful. Yeah, I wish I would have gotten Bull. Oh, hey! I'm on a main quest right now, so I'm probably gonna be very focused, so apologies if I don't respond. There's gonna be someone showing up. I know there is. I know it. Dang it, I was late again. Hey! Get out of your butthole. Those archers hurt so freaking bad. Oh. Okay, so Cole can make people invisible. I forgot what his does. Counter-strike. I don't know what that means. Ugh. This guy can be frozen. Why do my spirits sometimes not attack? I guess I got everybody in that. I'm not sure what the shadow things are. Ooh. I'm just like kind of walking and hoping that I'm going the correct way. Looks like I'm going the right way. Oh, you know, somewhere along the lines of the right way. That's flashy. Okay, I'm gonna flash. Wait, that's a friend. That's not a friend. Okay, we're doing well, doing well. Might as well take all the potions. It's not like they refill. Or I mean, it's not like it overflows you. Okay, I think I was going the right way. I had to go around. Up this way, I think. Hopefully. Even though it's the opposite of the arrow. Nope. That leads to a wall. Oh, there are enemies. Enemies usually mean...
Good hunt. We are keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
Oh, Liliana. I only know via her voice, nothing else. explosion! Yeah. These birds are so pretty. Oh my god, that's awesome. Get ready to explode, everybody. Oh, were you trying to sneak up on me? You were trying to sneak up on me, weren't you? When they get chilled, that is awesome. I feel like that's the wrong way. Oh! Hello! Thank you for helping me, statue person. This feels really, alright. Really cool and creepy and all of the above.
There. That must be the Temple of Mythal.
In front of us, rage burning red. So close to what he wants, what he was, what he will be.
It's so pretty. Besides that kind of
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
Oh, those are like the ancient elves. No! Friend! He just full Indiana Jones'd there. What on earth? I would not stand near that.
It cannot be.
Oh.
Now.
Oh, he's becoming a Herlock? Or he's becoming a... Oh. Hi! Welcome back, Dragon. Sorry, Dragon. Uh-oh, now we're locked in here.
At last, Mythal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
I thought Corypheus was here for an alluvion. Why did he mention a Well of Sorrows back on the bridge?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
You're not certain? You said you knew what he was looking for.
Confidence can carry one only so far, it seems.
I suspected. I did not know. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you?
No.
Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, Darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
So he is like an archdemon.
Destroy his body and he will assume another.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens are able to slay them. Yet Corypheus, they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how.
Yeah, that's exactly like an archdemon. Also, I forgot how beautiful this freaking temple.
It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Ancient Elven. I can't make out much.
Atishor vir Abalassan. It means enter the path of the well of
I knew bringing him was a good idea.
There is something about knowledge. Respect.
Why does the apprentice to the Elven know more than the
Here's
elf?
all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here.
It makes me mad that a human knows more Elven than an elf does. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, I guess ancient Elven...
So, good Andrastians, we offer a prayer to Elven gods.
Hey, what?
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Well done. Let us see what...
Elven gods are best gods. Do you have a problem with that, Mr. I killed people for money or whatever the heck? Also, that is literally the same mechanic as in Persona 5. Whoops, that's the way I came from. Oh, this is so pretty. I love it. So pretty. Elven stuff is always really pretty. Except for the dead bodies littering.
You see, the Venatori have already encountered the temple's guardians.
They hurt themselves for years to get stronger, but they still die so easily.
Perhaps we shall fare better.
Story-wise, I love this team, besides Blackwall. This team seems to fit with the Elven runes the best. The Dalish use Harelin to mean traitor to one's kin, but the word does not appear in any Elven text before the Tower's age. The ancient root word is related to Harelin, or opposition, and Herathin, or noble struggle. The Dales call Finharal a god of deception, but I posit a far more accurate translation would be god of rebellion. What he rebelled against is a story lost in time. In Dalish legends, Finharal seals away the other deities out of love of trickery. If we understood more ancient Elven, we might find earlier versions of the Dread Wolf story giving him more nuanced motivation beyond spite.
Why would this be?
Something wrong?
It depicts the Dread Wolf, Fen'Harel. In Elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen'Harel in Mythal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
My clan set statues of the Dread Wolf outside our camp. They're meant to frighten harmful spirits.
Perhaps. I thought the ancient elves above quaint superstitions.
Okay, thank you. I'm
For your
Belen.
knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
I'm so happy I brought Solus. Also, I'm so happy that it finally gave me some context into my girl's life. Even if just a little bit.
Don't let them pass!
Oh, it's the creepy whisperers that sound like the Resident Evil guys. Why am I dealing no damage to that butt?
Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
People are dying outside while we stand here. If we use the tunnel, more of our soldiers can flee.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
Yes, I agree.
See the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I wasn't expecting your answer to be so romantic.
Trust me, your surprise is
What is the well for?
Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Once again, I hate
Elven writing, it was
that a
vague.
human knows more Elven than an elf does. It really bothers me.
The sweet sacrifice of duty. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worthwhile trade.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would have feigned ignorance entirely. My priority is your cause, but if the opportunity arises to save this well, I am willing to pay the cost.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way.
I mean, I'm fine with that because... you know, ancient Elven ruins. Oh.
Yes.
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the Blight to make himself immortal?
Perhaps you forget. I was in Ferelden during the Fifth Blight. I have seen a true archdemon rage. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into blighted bodies, that is the real question.
Will answering that...
Of course it will. That's such a dumb question.
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well. If Corypheus obtains it, any chance of success could be lost.
I want to discuss the well again.
Oh, I see. An opportunity to use the well may not even arise. I understand this. All I meant to suggest is that, if it does, I be the one to do so. I am willing to accept the consequences.
What if something happens to you? What about your son?
Kieran is a strong lad. He will thrive, with or without me.
Are you sure of that?
I am sure of precious little these days. Yes.
You've seen the elves here. They seem odd.
Indeed. Two things are possible. One, this is a group of Dalish separated from their brethren, cultists, fanatic in their desire to keep humans away.
This place is really pretty.
Two, these are elves descended from the ancients, having resided here since before the fall of Arlathan. The second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are...
Right? That means they're...
If they keep records, it could change everything we thought we knew about history.
It is thrilling, no? To discover an era thought lost forever has possibly thrived in the shadows. We may, however, find these elves reluctant to part with their long-kept secrets.
You said this Mythal was worshipped as a goddess.
So one assumes. What is a god but a being of immense power? The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. They rise as archdemons, and they die. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf, a ruler among her kind. History often plays storyteller with facts.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss her so readily?
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not be a god to have value. Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are varied.
There are varied accounts of Mythal.
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising motherly kindness. Let fly your voice to Mythal, deliverer of justice, protector of sun and earth alike. Other paint her as dark, vengeful. Pray to Mythal and she would smite your enemies, leaving them in agony.
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about this, Solus, speak.
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these.
I have two historians with me who are like...
This is not a place to store old stories.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean, exiled?
Tricked by the Dread Wolf, as all the Elven
Once
gods
again,
are said to be.
why would an elf not know this?
Beyond the Fade. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from grace, and their gods did not save them.
I don't know why, but it really bothers me, because why would an elf who's an apprentice to a keeper not know this? Especially because she's an apprentice to a keeper. She, like, what? I get why, because if you're playing a human, she probably has the same answers, right? And...
More rituals. What are they for, do you know?
I believe they signify an intent to lay oneself bare, to champion a cause without pity, regret, or shame. Mythal's cult was not fond of vacillation. One approached them with nothing less than complete confidence.
What happened to those who were less sure of themselves?
Legend does not say. Perhaps this place has a more gruesome history than we know.
Do you know what this part of the temple was used for?
It may have served as a chamber of reflection. Perhaps to contemplate the righteousness of one's cause. More importantly, I suspect none were permitted beyond this area without a priest. Ancient texts claim Mythal passed judgment in the flesh, but 'twas surely the priests who proclaimed rulings here.
Why did the ancient elves insist on so many rites?
We may safely assume one did not petition high priests for Mythal's justice by strolling up and knocking. I see no more insufferable ceremony here than in a chantry.
Let's continue.
As you wish.
Ah.
Indeed. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think.
Best way to do it is just try.
The ritual is complete.
Well, that one was
You're
easier.
close. There is but one more path to follow.
Oh, I didn't realize I started it. So close on the first try. Whoops. Wait, what? Did I miss one? Do these have to be completed together? Can't really see what this is. Is that just the same? Wow. That one was actually easier than the first one.
But I can't hear it.
Come, let us see if the door... opened. Falandine, overseer.
How does she not know?
Guide to the Elven dead. I have heard the Dalish invoke him on their deathbed, or before quests from which they expect no return.
Okay.
My clan's hunters asked for his blessing when we fought bandits. Our keeper taught them the prayers.
I do not believe they sing songs about Falandin's vanity.
Do you know any legends?
It is said Falandin's appetite for adulation was so great, he began wars to amass more worshippers. The blood of those who wouldn't bow low filled lakes as wide as oceans. Mythal rallied the gods once the shadow of Falandin's hunger stretched across her own people. It was almost too late. Falandin only surrendered when his brethren bloodied him in his own temple.
my clan never told a story like that about Falondin.
The further the Dalish spread, the further their stories branch and grow. Never mistake them for arbiters of true Elven culture.
That's amazing.
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the Elven goddess Ondrul, Lady of the Hunt.
Or a goddess of sacrifice, according to some.
Truly? I wonder if that is why Ondrul's patron animal is the head. It is said the Dalish invoke her before a chase, especially if they happen to be stalking humans.
My clan avoided human settlements. Never mind raiding them.
A sound tactic, if one has room to maneuver out of harm's way. The Dalish clans do not keep so scrupulously hidden.
I love this. I did complete the rituals. I wanted to see if there was any more these mosaics. They didn't say anything about that one. They didn't say anything about that one. I really like hearing it. It's really fun.
Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori.
No, no, no.
'Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Venavis. You are unlike the other invaders. You have the features of those who call themselves Elven. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
Our people have lost everything. They need you. They could learn from you.
Our people? The ones we see in the forest, shadows wearing Valisleen. You are not my people.
The elves can't even stand together?
And you have invaded our sanctum as readily as the Shemlin.
We knew this place was sacred. We've respected it as best we could.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mythal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No! Morgan!
Why does she want it so badly? Wait. Oh, okay.
This would be our guide.
Mythal asked.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
She turned into a bird.
She did! You're very smart. Very perceptive. Ooh, I love this carpet.
This place looks untouched.
I've seen Orlesian palaces with less gold. What did the ancient elves do here?
Perhaps it was meant to kindle a sense of awe in visitors.
Well, it's working.
I'm not taking that, by the way. I know it might be silly, but I'm not taking any of the gold in here. Aww.
Henshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
I'm close, I'm close. You're walking very slowly.
The Sentinels are holding against the Venatori.
We should hurry. Their numbers are not endless.
Well, if this lady would walk faster.
Hier Sumiel.
Come on, people are dying while I'm waiting for you. Jeez Louise. Wait, why'd you open this? Now it's way this way, I'm guessing. Oh, it's so freaking pretty!
Sorrows.
Maker's balls.
So Mythal endures. It's loud and so cold.
I want them dead before the master arrives.
Kaltora Virethan.
I will swim if I must.
So close. The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor. The trials you set me, I have overcome. As a courtesy, leave now. Or not at all.
No, Calpurnia. We have things to discuss.
True. I did not think you so civilized.
Why?
You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge. Power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor. That is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
Why would Corypheus think entering the Fade will work any better than last time?
Speech without understanding. I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its...
No, I did not. I am
defeat
not here for
Corypheus.
that.
But you'd still be just a child, playing with a sword. Corypheus will wield it as a master.
Once you've drunk from the well, Corypheus will use a ritual on you. You'll be a mindless tool, enslaved to his will.
That... where I come from, idle tales must be proven.
Here, the page with his binding ritual. You tried it on your master, Erasthenes.
I'm glad I brought that
You
along.
know. And these runes, no one has written in these since... He made so many promises, and everyone alive. Then his cavern vast. He was to give Tevinter a true leader. If Corypheus would misuse me, he'd misuse them too. I was blind.
Perhaps Tevinter does need a strong leader. Be that woman while you can.
You mock me, Inquisitor, as if you'd let me walk away.
If that's your wish, I won't stop you.
If Corypheus triumphs. Listen, if any power can challenge him, it lies in the well. Perhaps its price is too high, but if you can take it, humble him. Vitae Benefaria, Inquisitor. Do not follow us. I will give you some time. I go to confront my master. Then I will return to Tevinter. If there is anything left of me.
That was the whole point, right?
heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Enough.
You cannot honestly...
I said enough.
I'm gonna back with him.
Well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask?
No.
As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This can't be easy, holding on to what's left.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Via Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The Via Belasan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen-Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Via Belasan remains. As do we. That...
So is it like a pensive?
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shamlan have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity, never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Thank you for this gift, Abelas.
Do not thank me yet, Shamlan.
Hey, why am I called this?
Emilia Nahalam Abelas. His name, Abelas, means sorrow.
That's sad.
I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends?
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You're not concerned about the price. Bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to the will of a dead god?
But he said she wasn't worthy.
Warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
You alone. This is my heritage.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
I would be.
You lead the Inquisition. This is not a risk you can take. I have the best chance of making use of the well for everyone. Let me drink.
I hate to say it, but Abelas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again? He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him. Give me this, and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
Oh my god.
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
I trust you with this power more than her. But it's not for me to decide.
So many voices. They would be in your head, talking over you. You don't want them.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient Elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abelas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails. I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Why did I not save it?
If anyone is to use the well, it will be me.
So you will take what little knowledge you can understand and let the rest go to waste?
This knowledge stays with the Inquisition.
Perhaps it is better this way. Do as you will with the Well of Sorrows, Inquisitor. But be careful.
I hope it saved because I just kind of want to see this. I'm guessing it saved before this.
Why am I here? Corypheus, a magister wishes to rip the veil open. I must learn how to stop him. If you can help me vanquish Corypheus, take whatever price you wish.
Inquisitor! Inquisitor!
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not.
He won't hide.
You hear it. The well speaks to you.
It's voices, whispering from so far away I can barely hear them.
If only one who understood such voices had used the well's power instead.
Then we'd have to rely on her interpretation of them, and whatever she chose to tell us.
Have I not been forthcoming enough for you, Spy Master? I told you what the well could have done, Inquisitor. You should be hearing shouts from the heavens, not whispers.
I'm doing all I can, Morrigan. It'll have to be enough.
Earlier you said you knew what needed to be done next. What did you mean?
The dragon isn't an archdemon. It's a dragon in which Corypheus has invested part of his power. Kill it, and his ability to jump to other bodies is disrupted for a time. He can be killed.
That's no simple task. Corypheus alone is powerful, but where there's dragon...
There is a way, but I'll need Morrigan's help.
The voices from the well tell you that, do they? Very well, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready to begin this plan of yours.
She's so mad.
Are you certain of this?
I don't think certain is the right word.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.